Morning everyone. I thought I'd revisit homemade chips versus frozen chips. So homemade versus frozen, and they're both the same weight, and I've actually cut the homemade chips as close as I can to the size of the homemade chips, frozen chips. Oh my god. So these are Maris Piper actually, which is I shop in Lidl and that's what they have generally, and I like the potato. And these are Lidl frozen chips. I'll show you the packet in a bit just so you can see what they are, but they're the bog standard frozen chips, not fries, chips. I do cook mine with lard. I'm not suggesting to anybody that they do the same, but that's what I do, and I do the same for the frozen chips because A, they come out infinitely better than if you just bung them in dry. I do know that they have added oil, etc., but it just gives that extra oomph. That's all. Honestly, the amount of comments I got on my old, I think it's over a year old now, maybe even be 2 years, chips versus, etc., about the fact that these have added oil. I know, but it makes them even better, and it's a choice. You don't have to, I'm not suggesting that you should, and they just come out even better. So, and I obviously season them and all that kind of stuff. So let's go and throw them in the air fryer. I am using my COSORI dual basket because it reflects what most people have, basically an element from the top, which does involve more stirring, and that's fine because it means they're more evenly cooked. The amount of comments I got saying you stirred that too much, etc., come on, I can stir it as much as I like. So they just cook better. Yeah, what else can you say about that? So let's just go chuck these in the air fryer. I've got to put these down. These are actually quite heavy. Or is it exercise? Oh yeah. Anyway, let's go and put these in the air fryer. Okay, so they've already I've already seasoned them on top with sea salt. Frozen homemade. I've already seasoned on top, and I've set the air fryer it's on the air fryer setting 205 for 25 minutes, but that's a fluid situation, the time frames. It's on sync cook just so that they're both at the same temperature. It's just easier that way. And there's a little bit of lard for the frozen chips. That's how I like it. Obviously you can use whatever you like. There's also a bit more lard because the frozen chips do need more, and I will be adding a little bit more oil to the tops. So I am going to actually let it heat. It's obviously on the highest temperature as well, 205, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. I think that's 400 Fahrenheit. Right, so I want the lard to get hot, and then we'll be throwing in the chips. See you in a bit. I thought it was quite interesting. You can see it spinning in a circle. It's just interesting seeing it spin in a circle. The last clip, that was mad. Right, we're going to add the chips now. It's been 4 and a bit minutes. Just do the homemade ones first. Additional bit of oil and a bit more seasoning. Obviously, sometimes I add paprika, but today I won't. In they are. In they go rather. Now for the frozen, I don't add any more oil, just what I stuck in to start with. And give it a really good stir. And another season. And they're still frozen. They haven't been. I kept them in the freezer until I was completely ready. Because of the filming. Right. I will be back to shake, stir, you know, all that kind of stuff. See you in a bit. Okay, time for a quick zhuzh around. Ooh. Looking good so far. Ooh, I lost a chip. In it goes. Right, see you in a bit. Second stir. Still need more time. Ooh. The chips, I think the frozen chips are going to be ready first, but that doesn't surprise me. See you in a bit. So I'm stirring the frozen chips, not the handmade, homemade. Looking golden. Handmade ones need a little bit longer. I'm going to leave them alone more to crisp up. See you in a bit. Frozen are looking good. I mean, they're looking really good. They're extremely close. Can you see? The homemade definitely needs a little bit longer. No problem at all. But they're starting to brown up. I'll be stopping the frozen chips soon because obviously I don't want to overdo them. But we'll have to add time for the homemade. Homemade always take a little bit longer. They just do. So for inconvenience or time factors, frozen wins on this one. Time, yeah, definitely time. I also like frozen if you're really tired and you just cannot be bothered to cut your homemade chips. But homemade chips have their place, 100%. We'll do the taste test is coming. That's the last and final. They both have a place, I believe, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. You know, it just depends what's happening in your, you know, in your own personal life. You know, am I going to be? Have I got time to cook? Have I had a really hard day and I just want to throw the chips in the air fryer? Then they come out. Both of them come out fantastic. I prefer air frying to using an oven any day of the week. Right, let's see. I think I'm gonna let the frozen chip just run its natural time. So it was 25 minutes. It will be. I will be adding. I think I'll do it now. There's no point. 5 minutes to the homemade. But they're coming along, and these are looking perfect. Reducing the time for the frozen chips just because reducing the heat temperature rather, but just because I don't want them to overcook, but I want them to stay warm because they have to wait. We have to wait for the just so we can eat them together for the taste test. Obviously, normally we'd just be throwing them on our plates with our rest of our food and just cracking on with eating our dinners, but not in this taste test scenario. See you in a bit. Right. 30 minutes for the homemade chips. Obviously it depends on your quantity, it might take longer. Time is something that changes depending on the amounts and stuff. So homemade, let's get it out of the basket. And the frozen. Right. Ooh. Trying to fit this in a image. Homemade versus frozen, just for the thumbnail because it has to be done. Yeah, I mean the frozen look great, golden, steaming hot. Not sure if the steam's being picked up, but smell good too. Smell. Oh, steamed up my glasses. smell absolutely lovely as well. And this is the colour I like. I wouldn't want any more. I want it soft and fluffy in the inside and crispy on the outside. That's what you expect, isn't it? But taste test, let's do it. I'm going to add a little bit of salt because that's what I like. Where is it? Here we go, just onto both. And another thing I really love with chips in general and air fries is if there's leftover chips, they reheat so well. I do add a little bit of oil, they need that. But yeah, they reheat extremely well. Right, just going to lower you. You've got to kind of really get you. Okay. Oh, right, homemade first. Oops. It's just kind of, it's hot. Fluffy on the inside. Hot. Delicious, really lovely. Maris Piper flavour. Lovely chip. Really love the that potato. Frozen. Look inside. Yeah, it's all right. Lovely. I love adding the oil. I know people don't like that, but you know, it makes for a better frozen chip. And that's what you want at the end of the day. You don't have to add the oil, or you can add oil that suits you if you're vegan or vegetarian, you know, just as long as it's some sort of oil. You don't have to, honestly. I'll have another one. Let's open another one. I'd like to, nice and golden. I do like skin on my homemade chips. Homemade chips, they win out on flavour, 100%. They are, and texture and all that, they are superior. Nothing wrong with these though. It's just having them, when you have them as a comparison, the homemade does obviously win out. It's so much better. It does take longer, and obviously you've got to do the whole, the convenience factor is the obvious winner for the frozen chip. I just like mine to taste really good when we do use them, and we always do. I buy. I've noticed the price changes. Your bag of this 1.5 kilograms used to cost 99p. It's £1.65 now. It costs a fortune. Good though. Oh, and with a mayonnaise. Whoa. Yeah. These won't get wasted. I'll be putting these to the side, letting them cool down, and they will be reheated. We'll probably have them for lunch because it is the morning. Just had chips for breakfast. How mad. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely fine. I'm really glad I did it again. I'm really glad I could revisit it in the COSORI jewel basket. I highly recommend making your own handmade, but if you haven't got the time, it's always so convenient to have a bag of frozen chips in your freezer. Save you you've had a hard day, just chuck them in the air fryer. Add oil, don't add oil, it's up to you. Well, I want to say massive thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care everybody, bye.